Hey guys, you can tell it is me again. Today is Wednesday, January 12th, 2011. Makes it day 12 on our Project Serve Him More. Sorry to be getting this in so late, guys. First off, I know a few of you all that wait on this, and I'm sorry when I'm late like this, especially for you, Linda. And I know, like I said, some of you other people I know, kind of wait on it. To be honest, guys, about 10:30, I guess. I was sitting here, and one of my buddies called me, and we got to talking, and we talked to about midnight on the phone, and then about midnight, I started getting a stomach cramp real bad, and so I told my buddy, I said, I gotta get off the phone, I gotta go use the bathroom. So anyway, I went and did that, and I was in there for a while. Mark, brother, I don't know if you, I drank one dose of Metamucil last night. Well, I didn't even drink a whole dose because, to be honest, it was so nasty. It kind of got thick on me. It thickened up, and the water got warm, or not warm, but it just wasn't real cold. So anyway, I drank about a half a glass of Metamucil, and then tonight, brother, it hit me like a freight train. So I'm hoping that's a good sign. I'm hoping that stuff's going to work for me. Of course, to be honest about it, it's almost as nasty as the milk of magnesia is to take, just not hardly as bad. I know it's probably a lot better for me. But anyway, that's basically, guys, why I'm late getting this in. So I do apologize for that. I also want to apologize. I know I've not answered comments for the last couple nights, I think. I know I've got a lot of emails and things from some of you guys, messages and this and that I've not answered in a day or two. I've just not done it. I've been on the internet. I've just not done it. By the time I've thought about it or got time, it's been so late that I've had to get into bed. So I do want to apologize for that. I'm going to try to answer a few of them tonight, guys. But I want you guys to see this, to know and remember that if I don't answer them all tonight, I'm going to try to do it by tomorrow night. Because every day that I keep letting it go further and further, I just keep getting further behind on it. So, and I hate not going, I always say that too, that I'm not going to go back and actually answer every comment on every video, but I usually do. I just can't hardly let it go. So, I'm afraid if I miss one video that somebody maybe that's only commented on that video's commented or something, and I don't want them to think that I don't answer my comments. So I'm gonna get to that as soon as I can, guys. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Still snowing here, guys. It snowed here all day today. Probably got 3 inches of new snow since last night to this evening. We've got, I don't know, that much snow outside. I mean, it's just, I tell you, I don't know. Which it's supposed to warm up. It's supposed to be up in the 40s by the weekend, I think, and maybe rain a little bit. And then maybe for the next week, or at least I'm hoping, which I think they give maybe for Monday it could rain with a little bit of snow mix, but I think pretty much for once it starts straightening up, at least for the next week or so, we're not supposed to get any snow. So I hope so. I tell you, I've never seen weather like this. I mean, I'm not going to be one of these people that says, "Oh, this is a sign of the end," because matter of fact, when I was a little boy, this is more like the weather we had back then. To be honest, this is probably more like the kind of weather we're supposed to have. We've just not had, last 10 or 15 years, we've not really had any snow. And this is a little bit excessive now. We're not supposed to have this much snow. I think already this year we've had almost 3 feet of snow. And I'm thinking that we're just on an average year. I think we average like 2 feet or a little less than 2 feet for the whole winter. And like I said, we've already had over 3 feet in like a month. So, anyway, I hope that straightens up and goes better. But you guys pray for us. Pray for everybody around here, guys. I don't know about you guys' power bills, how bad they go up in the winter and everything, but ours, man, just I mean they're having a real big argument about it right now because it's just our power company got a 17% raise. You know, they raised the rate 17%, and you know most people around here are poor, um, fixed income people, and you know when your power bill goes from $100 a month to $500 a month, I mean you know there's no way most people can pay it. You know they're having to get on plans and do this and do that. Um, but the sad thing about it is, at least those people that are severely restricted on money, they can do that. See, I can't. I make too much money uh, to get on something like that, to get any help with it, but then not enough to pay it. Everybody that we've talked to so far in the last few days, I've not got our power bills yet for this month, but they doubled last month, and now everybody's saying that that bill, which was outrageous, has doubled again. So if our bill does that, guys, I literally won't be able to pay the power bills. I mean, because our power bill here at the house was 559, I think, dollars, or 569, and then it was like almost 300 at the garage. So you know, if I go from 500 up here to 1,000 up here, and then from 300 to 600 down there, I mean, I just literally won't be able to pay it. So, and every single person I've talked to so far has said theirs is double. So I'm just hoping and praying that I get some kind of miracle that mine didn't. Because like I said, if and our power company, they're not compassionate. I mean, I know like in Ohio and some other places, they've got laws that at least like if it's below freezing or whatever outside, they can't cut your power off and all this. We ain't got nothing like that around here. Our power company, they're it's the worst bunch I've ever seen to deal with. I mean, you could have 3 elderly cancer patients living in your house, brother. You're a week late on the bill, you're cut off. I mean, they're awful. I mean, it's there's no working with them. There's no compassion. They know they've got you by the short and curlies, and you pay it or else. I mean, that's basically it. To be honest, something needs to be done about it, but you know they don't have any competition here, and that's why they can act like that. They're the only game in town. But anyway, getting back to my point, guys, pray for me and my family on that, and pray for everybody in this area, because to be honest, the power bills are killing everybody. Uh, let's see, guys. I guess that's about it. I want to try to get to it tonight. Um, I did want to update you on I asked you guys to pray for my snap-on meter last night. I found a fuse for it today and put in it, and I think it's working. I know it sounds kind of crazy. I think it's working. But I've really not had a situation to check it good under, but I did check it on a car today, and I think it's working. So I think that's all it was. Let's see what else. I guess that's about it, guys. Like I said, just pray for me, pray for my business. Uh, I think we've got some tires sold for Friday when the tire truck runs. Other than that, guys, we're sitting here looking at each other right now. I mean, we are. So just pray for me on that. You know, like I said, it seems like, you know, like right now here, these high power bills, right when you need, you know, when you need the money, you can't make it. You know, like during the summer, when I'm making good money, the power bills are cheap. You know, and then you know in the winter when I don't make any money, that's when the power bills go up. So you know, it's kind of aggravating. It's funny the way things go. That's what my buddy was talking about a while ago. He was asking me. We were just talking about business. He's the one who owns a gun store, and he said today was the worst day that they had since they've been in business up there. And which he, you know, he said I can expect it, you know, with this weather and everything. And we just got talking, and he said, "Is there anything else that you could do at your shop, you know, to try to make a little extra money, you know, to get into different stuff?" And I said, "Well, I really don't know." And he said, "Well, what about washing cars? Have you ever washed cars?" And I said, "Well, yeah, we actually used to when we first went in business. But the problem is, this time of year, you don't have that many people get their cars washed. I mean, there's still quite a few, but not near like it is in the summer." I said, "But in the summer, when I could really make good money washing cars, I don't need to. You know, I'm covered up in mechanic work, and to be honest, you can't turn down $200 and $300 mechanical jobs to do a $30 wash job on a car. You know, um, So, that's kind of the ironic part about it. Like I said, during the summer when I could make money doing something else, I don't need it. And during the winter when I need the money, I can't make it. So, I don't know. That just means we have to lean on the Lord harder, guys. And I'll tell you, He's helping me. We've not got to have church. We didn't get to have church tonight. We didn't get to have it Sunday. It's about to drive me crazy, by not getting to go to church. But still the Lord's holding me up. So y'all just pray for me on all this stuff, guys. And like I said, I'm gonna get to answering the comments just as soon as I can. Mark chapter 2:11 is where we're going to continue tonight, guys, and I do got to get a drink. Mark chapter 2, verse 11. Oh yeah, guys, and I did want to apologize. I didn't realize that I was reading from the ESV version on this e-sword. I know some of you like that, some of you don't. But I'm going to switch back to the King James version right here. Just because I've had a couple of you tell me that you read the King James and you couldn't follow me if I read from another version. So, and nobody that's read ESV has said that. They said, well, I would like you, I've had more requests to do King James version, so that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, Mark 2:11 says, I say unto thee, arise and take up thy bed and go thy way into thine house. Just to be honest, I like reading from the ESV better because, Jesus didn't talk with a proper British accent, and that's the way this is wrote, and that kills me. Which I know he didn't talk English, period, but at least kind of making it a little more just regular English don't sound as bad as that thee, thou crap. But anyway, and immediately he arose, took up the bed. Tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put this over here that way I can get the commentary in case Wesley says something interesting. And immediately he arose, took up the bed, and went forth before them all, insomuch that they were all amazed and glorified God, saying, We never saw it on this fashion. Verse 13, And he went forth again by the seaside, and all the multitude resorted unto him, and he taught them. So that's just, the self-explanatory. And he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the receipt of custom. And he said unto him, Follow me. And he arose and followed him. Now this is Matthew. See who this is. He's talking about. And it came to pass that as Jesus sat at meat in his house, many publicans and sinners sat also together with Jesus and his disciples, for they were many, and they followed him. See, Matthew, no doubt, but by having the publicans here, the tax collectors, Matthew probably invited them, probably people he knew. Verse 16, And when the scribes and Pharisees saw him eat with the publicans and sinners, they said unto his disciples, How is it that he eateth and drinketh with publicans and sinners? It says here in the commentary, it says, So now the wise men, being joined by the saints of the world, went a little farther in raising prejudices against our Lord. In his answer, he uses as yet no harshness, but only calm, dispassionate reasoning. Verse 17 says, When Jesus heard it, he saith unto them, They that are whole have no need of the physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. But the kind of ironic part about this, the people that thought they were so righteous actually were not. They were sinners too, just like we are a lot of times today, A lot of the people that get up and try to act holier than thou are actually missing the boat. Verse 18, And the disciples of John and the Pharisees used to fast, and they come and say unto him, Why do the disciples of John and of the Pharisees fast, but thy disciples do not? Fast not, but thy disciples fast not. And Jesus said unto them, Can the children of the bride chamber fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as they have with the bridegroom with them, they cannot fast. But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then they shall fast in those days. No man also seweth a piece of new cloth on an old garment, else the new piece that filled it up taketh away from the old, and the rent is made worse. And no man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine doth burst the bottles, and the wine is spilled, and the bottles will be marred, but new wine must be put into new bottles. So basically what Jesus is telling them, as long as I'm here, they don't need to fast. They've got me. They don't need to, they don't need to do any of these things. So anyway, guys, that's where we're going to stop tonight. I think that made about 10 or 11 verses. So like I said, it's good to have you guys here. I'm going to try to get this uploaded as quick as I can, guys, because I know some of you are waiting on it. And like I said, if I don't get the answer because my stomach is still bothering me, I'm going to have to go back to the bathroom. If I don't get the answer to the comments and stuff tonight, guys, and the emails you all sent me, I will get it done by tomorrow. So anyway, guys, like I said, good Lord willing, I'll be here tomorrow night. You guys just keep praying for me, my family, my community, my church, and just keep praying for me that the Lord will guide me and keep me in His will. And I love you guys, and till I see you again, good night, and God bless.